won the convention battle?
You probably have to give high marks to the president in this case because he is the president. He's going to draw a bigger audience. And he did do what he wanted to do, which was set out sort of a forward look at what he would do in the next 4 years, which is what's been missing for the campaign. Romney, on the other hand, may have addressed his likability problem, but he had the disadvantage of being a little bit less attention paid.
I read the text this morning, and yes, there were the shots there at Romney, et cetera. But what really interested me is we heard from a number of the pundits, it was very State of the Union-ish. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, he laid out, point by point things that he would do and spoke in general terms about the economy and how it would go forward. So, yeah, he was more of a policy kind of speech without offering a lot of specifics.
Well, let's dig into some of the policies. I mean, one that he emphasized is growth in manufacturing jobs. This has received a little criticism because just how big a part of this economy is manufacturing and how many people can it really employ?
Well, that's two different questions, and that's an important point here. It was one of the things that stood out to me as sort of a political document. He's been making a big deal out of a revival of manufacturing. Manufacturing isn't really a problem. Workers in manufacturing are more of a problem because automation has reduced the need for people to be employed by factories, but they can still turn out as much.
Well, let's have a battle right now. I'm glad you brought this up because this is one of the great debates in economics. And Mike, let's talk about this. Is there a manufacturing multiplier? Is a manufacturing job in America more important than Kate Moore's service sector job?
Almost not anymore. It used to be because manufacturing workers were much more highly paid, but now we've got two-tier wage scales. Manufacturing workers are coming in at much lower entry points, and you also have far fewer of them. So arguably, it's probably evened out.
It's evened out. I'm in the old school that a manufacturing job is better, and any number of people that I interview say, Tom, you're wrong. They say what you say.
One of the things about manufacturing jobs is it was a way for the people who were uneducated to earn a higher wage than they otherwise might. And that has somewhat gone away at this point, but also the number of people who don't have advanced educations has shrunk.
Within the economy election, what are you going to look for from these two candidates before the October 3rd debate?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what position they take on what happens immediately after the election with the fiscal cliff. If they seek some sort of compromise on taxes that will and spending that will get us through into next year, both of them have laid out their plans, but then it's really going to be all about the data.